Hi everyone, and welcome to Rise and Thrive Yoga. So today I have for you a nice gentle flow, and we're going to feel great, strengthen our mind and our body after we're done. So we're actually going to start in a standing position in mountain pose. So we can stand up, our feet about hips width apart, hands forward, fingers spread out, a smile on your face, getting ready to move for the day. Really feel your feet grounding down into the mat. Then we're going to bring our hands to heart center. You can find a downward gaze or close your eyes. Just take a few slow, deep breaths. Connecting with yourself for today. Tuning into your self-care practice for today. Maybe it's your alone time, a break in the day. Let's take one deep breath together, in through our nose, out through our mouth. Nice long exhale. Open your eyes or look up. We're going to start moving. All right, so starting in mountain, inhaling both arms up, palms to touch, exhaling forward fold. Bend those knees, fingertips can be on the ground if you'd like. And then we're going to inhale, halfway lift, so palms come to shins, nice and gentle, flat back. And then exhale again, forward fold, bend those knees, chest comes to thighs. Then root to rise, inhale, both arms come up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a deep breath here, blowing it out. Remembering everything that I'm offering today is just that, an offering. If something doesn't feel good, please find something that does feel good. So if you need to take a moment to rest in child's pose, down dog, shavasana, please go there. If anything's pinching, pulling, not feeling great, please don't do it. And find what feels good for you today. All right, so we're going to inhale, both arms up again. I'm going to just move to the side for your view. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Nice bend in those knees. Now we're going to bring our palms to the mat, step back into a plank. So we're up on toes, up on hands, option to bring yourself to your knees right here, or you can hold in plank for one deep breath, pushing away with your palms, blowing it out, and then coming down to your knees. So we're going to be in tabletop, excuse me, and from here, you're going to have your wrists stacked under shoulders, knees stacked under hips, back is flat, and you're pushing away from the mat. So our shoulders away from your ears. We don't want any shoulder earrings. We're going to move into cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, chin and chest come forward, gently, dropping belly towards mat. Exhale to cat. Looking back at your toes, chin comes to chest, lower back rounds. Inhale forward to cow, chin and chest come forward gently. Exhale back to cat. Look back at those toes, round that lower back. One more time, inhale forward. Exhale back. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to bring, you can either keep your knees actually where they are. We're going to go from table to child's pose. So pick whatever is your favorite child's pose, whether it's knees together, knees hips width apart, or knees as wide as the mat and big toes together. So those are a few different options for child's pose. So you can settle yourself into whatever is your comfort place, and you can just keep switching it up if you want to. So right here, we're going to inhale, in table, exhale, push back to child's. Hips over heels, reaching fingertips forward. Then we're gonna press into the fingertips, pulling ourselves up as we inhale back to table. Once you get to table, exhale, lower back to child. See how this feels. If you need to switch up your child's pose, go ahead and do so. Inhale, claw through those fingertips, pull yourself up to table. Exhale, back to child's. Again, inhale, come forward. Exhale, back to child's. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, back to child's. And let's just hang out here for a few breaths. Really pushing those hips over your heels, fingertips reaching forward. You can come up on tented fingers if you'd like, for a deeper stretch through your upper back and shoulders. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Awesome. So now we're gonna make our way back up to a table. Now we're gonna do some wrist stretches in table. So I'm gonna have you, a couple options here. So you can bring your fingertips so they're facing to this out to the sides of the mat to help stretch your wrists. Or you can put your fingertips so they're facing back towards your knees. You may want to walk your knees in towards your fingertips here. And then you may start to feel a stretch through your forearm, which is what we're looking for. Stretch out those muscles, stretch out those wrists. A lot of us use computers daily, holding phones, and that can cause a lot of strain on your wrists. So this helps stretch everything out. So you can stay here, or option to lean back a little bit. That may give you a deeper stretch. So just kind of play around with the hand movement, whether you like your fingertips out to the side, or your fingertips facing back towards you. See what feels good right now. Just take a few deep breaths in whatever pose you decide on, or you can just keep mixing it up. You can move forward and back, kind of like we just did with the child to table, going back and forth gently. Awesome. So putting our fingers back, we're gonna go back into table, and now we're gonna bring it into a twist. So we're gonna move our right hand right underneath the middle of our chest, and then we're gonna lift our left fingertips up towards the sky, reaching, looking up towards the sky for a table twist. So our hips are staying about the same, our knees are staying the same, feet are staying the same, just that left arm is reaching up, and then we're gonna bring it back down. And we're going to inhale it back up one more time. Exhale down. Let's do one more of those. Inhale up. Open the chest. Exhale back down. Awesome. Now let's switch sides. So we're going to move our left hand right under our chest. Give ourselves some balance. Then when you're ready, inhale our right hand up. Look up, twist. Exhale back down. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time, inhale up, exhale down. Awesome. Let's do a couple more of those cat-cows that we started off with. So inhale, dropping belly, chin and chest come forward gently, pushing away from the mat. Exhale, chin comes to chest, gaze to toes, rounding lower back. One more time. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Okay, now we're going to go into our first down dog of the day. So we're going to tuck our toes under, pressing into our fingertips, getting a good base of balance. And then we're just going to push through our toes, lifting our hips towards the ceiling, pressing heels down towards the mat. They don't need to touch. Pressing into our fingertips to take pressure off our wrist. Chest energetically pushing towards your thighs. Bend your knees here. And inhale. Exhale. Straighten the knees just a little bit, not all the way. And then from down dog, we're going to drop knees, untuck toes, and push back into child's. Then we're going to inhale to come forward, tuck toes, back up to down dog. Inhale forward, drop knees, untuck toes, child. So this is kind of like what we were doing before with table to child's. And now we're doing down dog to child's. So take this at your own pace, moving through down dog, and then back to child's. Untucking your toes every time you go back down to child's. Taking your time, concentrating on your breath. Inhale as you go up to child's, to down dog. And then exhale as you go back to child's. And breathe it all the way out. Inhale up to down dog. Last one. Exhale back to child's. Bring those knees wide, big toes together, and really sink back into child's. Give yourselves a rest. Take some nice slow breaths. You just did some great work. Option here to bring palms together while you're in child's and lifting those palms up above your head. So your hands are together in prayer, bending your arms at your elbows. So your palms are above your head. Stretches through the chest, your upper back, your triceps, your shoulders. Just another option for child's pose. All right, one more deep breath here. Awesome. All right. So from here, we're going to slowly make our way to standing. So options to get to standing, you can go to hero's pose like this. Gives yourself a little foot stretch there. And then slowly make your way up to standing. Or you can just get there any way you want. All right. So from here, we're going to stand in mountain. So feet about hips width apart. Hands by your side, really feeling your feet pushing into the mat, feeling all four corners of your feet. Then we're going to start to bring our balance into our left foot. We're going to move into some balancing poses. So putting your weight, really pressing down that left leg. Don't lock your knee, leave your knee soft. Hands are going to come to heart center. And then we're going to slowly push into that left foot, come up on your right toes. And then we're going to gently start to raise the right knee up to hip height. Awesome. So we're balancing, really push down into that left foot to help you balance. And if you fall out of it, just get right back into it, nice and slow. There's no need to rush. We'll take a deep breath here. Blow it out. And then we're going to move into tree pose. So a few options. Toes can be on the ground, heel to inner ankle. You can have your foot on the inside of your lower leg, or you can grab your ankle, give a little assist, and bring it up to your upper thigh. So you can play around with that, pick which one feels good today. Some days our balance is better than others, and you'll probably find that one leg is a little bit different than the other. And we're going to do both sides. The only place you want to avoid is any pressure on your knee. So you do not want your foot to be resting on your knee right there. So just pick your favorite place. I do tree pose a lot. I used to stand like this when I was younger, when I was blow drying my hair. So I've done this a lot, but some days not so great balance. So play around with it. Take a few slow, deep breaths, really pressing into that left foot. Finding your balance. Awesome. All right, we're gonna release all that down. Shake it out for a second. All right, coming back to mountain. Really feeling that right foot pressing into the ground, into your mat. All four corners of your feet really pressing down in. Slight bend in that right knee. Then we're gonna come up on the left toes. Hands come to heart center. And slowly peeling that left foot up off the ground. Raising the left knee up to hip height. Option here to point toe, flex toe, whatever is comfortable. One may feel better than the other. Taking a deep breath here, blowing it out. Awesome. This is a little bit wobbly for me today. All right, now we're gonna move into tree pose. So again, your options, toes on the ground, heel to ankle, really bringing that opening up through the hip. So bringing that knee to your side, wherever your comfortable point is, where you feel maybe a little bit of stretching, but no pain. Another option here, inside of the lower leg, or grabbing that ankle and coming all the way up. So wherever you are today is what feels good. What we really want to focus on is balance. We don't want to challenge ourselves too much because the focus is on working on our balance and building it up. A few deep breaths here. If you want to challenge yourself in whatever position you're in, you can bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. Also option to close your eyes and see how that feels. Awesome. All right, lowering that back down. Back to mountain, feet hips width apart. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bending at the hips. Knees are bent. Fingertips come to mat if that's where they're going. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms come to shins, flat back. Gaze is down, crown of your head's coming towards the screen. Exhale, forward fold again, bending your knees nice and slow. And then we're going to inhale everything back up to standing. Nice and slow. Palms come to touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. Awesome. All right, so now we're gonna make our way down to our backs. Oh, actually no, we're gonna sit for one more minute. Okay, so I'm gonna do a seated twist. So right foot is gonna come up to your buttocks. So you're hugging your right knee towards your chest. Left foot long on the mat. Foot is flexed. And then we're gonna use our left arm, hug it around right thigh. And then bring right arm behind us and gaze going back over that right shoulder. So spine is tall, crown of the head moving towards the ceiling. Inhale in to lengthen your spine and exhale to twist a little bit. So find a point that feels good. Everyone's range of motion is different and it can be different from day to day. So find what feels good here. Two more slow breaths here, starting to wind it down. Awesome, let's switch sides. So release that, right leg goes long, bringing left heel towards your buttocks. Gonna take your right arm, wrap it around that left thigh, bringing left hand behind your back. Inhale to lengthen your spine, crown of your head towards the ceiling, and exhale to twist. So every time you inhale, just think about lengthening the spine. You don't really have to move, but just think of that lengthening through the spine, dropping shoulders away from your ears, and maybe twisting a little bit more on the exhale if it feels good. A few more slow, deep breaths here. Awesome. All right, So now we're gonna come to butterfly pose. So sitting in easy pose to start, and then we're gonna bring the soles of our feet together. So your feet can be wherever you like. They can be out in more of a diamond shape or hugging heels closer to your pelvis. So find what feels good. Always an option to stick a couple blocks or rolled up blankets, throw pillows right underneath your knees to give yourself some support, but also to help with opening up your hips. So take a few minutes to get comfy, see what feels good. Maybe grab some throw pillows off the couch or a couple yoga blocks, sneak them underneath. And find a comfy spot, rolling your shoulders down and back, sitting up tall. Just letting those hips stretch open. Feel free to give yourself a little foot massage here. You can raise your knees up and lower them down slowly if you'd like. See if you can get a little more movement in, a little more stretching. Totally up to you. Take another deep breath here in stillness. Blow it out. Awesome. All right, let's make our way to our backs now. So going slowly making your way down to your back in whatever way feels good for you. It does not need to be the way that I did it. All right, so from here, knees are up towards the ceiling. All right, and feet are underneath your knees. Your ankles are underneath your knees. Feet are pressing into the mat. Hands by your side, palms down, pressing your lower back lightly into the mat. I'm going to raise the right foot off the ground, bringing right ankle over left thigh for my favorite reverse pigeon. We're going to take both hands, grab behind that left thigh, and gently pull it towards you. Flexing both feet. Again, checking in with that lower back. Should be gently pressing into the mat. This is great for your hips, your lower back, your glutes, hamstrings, so much. As many of you know, this is my go-to daily stretch, and I like to add it into most, if not all, of my flows. So start to relax your breath. Maybe try inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose, Ujjayi breath. Great, let's unwind that. Lowering both feet back down to the mat, switching sides, lifting the left thigh up, left foot off the ground, left ankle over right thigh, grabbing behind that right thigh, gently pulling it towards you, flexing both feet, and again, checking in with that lower back. Grabbing behind your thighs uncomfortable, you can put your hand on each side of your thigh. That's always an option. Again, concentrating on your breath as we wind down the practice today. Awesome. Dropping both feet down to the ground. We're going to do a little supine twist. So bringing both feet a little bit, put them a little bit over to the left. Dropping both knees over to the right. Arms can come to cactus or out to the side. And then looking over your left shoulder. Stretching through the spine. Your knees may not drop all the way to the ground. They may not stack. And you can play around with whether they're staggered or stacked. As Just see what feels good today. So your back is off the ground. You're more on your right hip right now. And gaze is over your left shoulder. And concentrating on relaxing that breath. And then coming back up through center, scooting those feet over to the right side of the mat this time and dropping both knees over to the left side. Find what feels good here. You can always stick a throw pillow, rolled up blanket, yoga block in between your stacked legs to provide some comfort as well. I like that. Oh, my gaze is to the wrong side. Gaze is over your right shoulder. Legs are to the left. Awesome. Bringing both feet back down to the mat. We're going to do just a few seconds of a core exercise. So pressing lower back into the mat once again, bringing our legs up into reverse table. Hands are coming to thighs. And then we're just going to press our palms into thighs, thighs into palms. Engage your core. So bring belly button towards spine, turning on those core muscles. And just pressing here. It may look like I'm doing not much, but I can feel it. All right, release everything down. Legs long, bring legs wide. Let your toes fall out to the side. Hands by your side, palms up or palms down. Settle in for Shavasana or rest. You can close your eyes. Relax. Just let your body melt into the mat. Just give yourself this time. Let your breath go. Let your shoulders fall back. Really just let everything go. Let your muscles release. Let your breath be just how it is without controlling or pulling it. I'm going to leave you here today in Shavasana, but I invite you to just stop the video